Relax. You need... However, I never thought Yuan would send you to accompany me. It would seem our fates are intertwined.
Huh? Got my work cut out for me today. Well, if it isn't Dan Heng.
Greetings.
You came in That is according to records of, however, with her surrender before he left. Imbibe since you trust. When I left the sea, I thought
memories of my...
I can't. The video, if my guess. You didn't. I returned. I did.
So...
The sea's depths conceal no stone, and dragons' breaths reveal the moon. But as a suspect, shouldn't I be bound and interrogated in the shackling prison? Is it really appropriate to bring me to a
Holding you in the shackling, the Stellaron's descent, the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection, the Destruction Emanator's impersonation. According to the sky, you took advantage of the cure behavior true.
I was asked to deliver a token in my capacity as a traveling merchant. It is through fear of punishment that I am choosing to surrender.
Merely a wanderer. You're too modest, Law Child. Do I need to remind you of your actions, or must I utter them?
Seeing that you said...
That is beyond my control. Attempting, however, at present, you have...
The unparalleled sword techniques of your the five of you vanquished evil from the world, creating legendary tales. You removed me from the shackling prison and decided to interrogate me here. You wish to discuss the one person you've avoided mentioning up to now. Your master, Jingliu.
We can head out now.
Have you mistaken your...
Lower your guard, young man. Imbibitor Lune, you must accompany me. I won't take no for an answer. Where should we start? Should we go to Stargazer Navalia first? So many memories are swirling inside my head. I can't get a grasp on any of them. When the people of the Xianzhou...
How hard is it to choose a
The young are the antidote.
If it's star skips he wanted to see, we could have headed to the Jade Gate. Why did we come all the way here? By huh? Let the noble...
Imbibitor.
I think...
She was a... Well...
Huh?
Yes, as...
I see. I don't know anything about manufacturing star skips either. But getting these machines to work shouldn't be too hard. Careful. There's still... How many can you block? Strike the park.
Tedious.
Let the
This place witness cold.
Free will, or was it the waters of oblivion?
Use all your might.
Stand down.
Use all your might.
There's still Stellaron spirits lurking around. I don't know anything about manufacturing starskips either. But getting these machines to work shouldn't be too hard.
The moon shines on the truth.
We've arrived. All ship production and Stargate just enter the
You liked.
Hey!
That's right.
It was actually... I remember...
Indeed. Very few. She also, however, luck.
That'll do it. The Starskip assembly line has been activated. The Starskip will take shape and enter the skyport. Let's go wait for it there. It won't be long.
Thank you, young man.
See? The star...
After being
So...
in the end. Imbibed or Lunae.
The abundant.
You see, still, let me. She chopped forth you. There is no. I hung. I'm sorry it took so long for me to find it. Only by bringing it to you will my night. I will will fulfill. Let's go. Since the Arbor's resurrection, the land has...
The Christ...
interest.
What's that?
And yet,
The Lafu's...
You go on.
Why did you send him away?
It is of no importance. But you and I haven't had a decent contest in ages.
I don't plan on fighting.
I'm not asking you to point your spear at me. Even after your rebirth, your moves and techniques haven't changed one bit.
Face me.
All will be revealed like you never forgot.
Nossa, espadão.
Come on already. What?
Nunca que eu conseguiria dar dentro com essa mulher. Não dá, mano.
Don't get anxious, Imbibitor Lune. We have all the time in the world. I taste some malice in the air. The spear still recognizes you as its master. Do you know who crafted it for you?
It's been years since my exile. I don't remember when I started wielding it.
Let this place witness glory.
All will be revealed. In lunar flame. That's half the work.
How many can you block? Strike with heart.
Nowhere to run. You can continue to convince yourself that you are merely the reincarnation of Dan Feng and have nothing to do with his sin, but you can combat those are out of all. When I first unfortunately.
You didn't go easy just so I would get here first, did you?
Of course not. Your technique must have improved so much that I simply... Eavesdropping is a bad habit. Besides, when did I ever...
Even the cryo capsules wouldn't be able to extend the life expectancy of a short life species for long.
Of course he's still alive. Some people are born with unparalleled foresight. As smart as he was, he made the foolish attempt. His stupidity turned him into a monster, cursed with immortality.
For an old friend, you don't seem to have that much pity.
I gave him a second chance. Does that not count? He should have been eternally jailed in the shackling prison for his crimes. But I took the shell that once held his soul and passed my sword techniques on to him. We've idled too long. Let's head to the Alchemy Commission.
As a follower of the Rainbow Arbiter, you have witnessed the catastrophe brought upon by the plague's author, General. Living, what do you think should be done to put an end to it, General?
The Alliance follows the ring.
Under the auspices, take me, for example. My powers originate from the abundance, yet my goals are aligned with the Alliance. It is natural for short-life species to yearn for immortality. That is expected of any intelligent life form. So, your master happened upon a revelation and returned from the Mara. I apologize.
As I expected. Your surrender is just the next step in your scheme. You wish to avail yourself, and...
General.
Splendid, well done. This was a spectacular move.
You've changed. The man I knew would never have admitted he was bested.
Order's already been restored to the Alchemy Commission.
I heard the healer lady is capable of curing all diseases. I'm here for the same reason anyone. Patience, young man.
Oh, I see.
My eyes.
Your hand. Your friend here has a very peculiar. Her pulse is.
She... Today's...
Come with me. I'm Dan Heng.
Are you in?
No.
It's no bother. A little walk will do me good.
I can smell her. Hey! Give me back my medicine box! That thing runs so fast! Don't let it get away!
The moon shines on the truth. Allow me to.
Help me improve.
Stand down.
So this is why your hands are so
Tedious.
This cold isn't something normal flesh could withstand. Practice is over. Sports is
Free will, or was it fate?
Death refuses me. Death refuses me.
Blade and flight.
Another journey begins. Still waters of oblivion.
Show me a curse. Dying soul now accepts your punishment.
sure nothing's missing. Excellent. The calming valerian and chi strengthening infusions are here. Let's head back. Never make a patient wait too long. You don't...
And yet,
I see.
really, all up, thank you. By the
Bandage?
the person.
He must have...
He's probably looking. Well then. Take this man away.
Yanqing.
And so, everyone is present. I never thought, if I remember correctly, the five of us made a promise here 7 centuries ago. How sad that Scale Gorge waterscape remains empty while the world continues to turn. Some of us have been reborn, while others were denied death. Some have become criminals, while others can no longer fulfill their... Soon, I will be shackled and tried. This will be the last you see of me. This is why I sent out the invitations before departing. Hope of 5 people, 3 must. Imbibitor Lunae, the chief culprit, chose to use the transmutation arcanum as a means of resurrection. Ying Sing, the accomplice, arrogant and oblivious, used the flesh of the abundance emanator to assist Imbibitor Lunae in his evil. As for Jingliu, now it is time we pay for what we have Dan Heng. You can never escape the shadow of Imbibitor Lunae. He is your origin, and his sins will accompany you in your path forward until you meet your eventual doom. Blade, what a fitting name. In the remainder of your infinite life, you will experience only murder, and I will face the punishment of the Alliance and suffer an eternal punishment before paying an even worse price. That is the only way to keep the memory of the High Cloud Quintet. Jing.
The laws of the... I reported everything to...
Jing. But in the end...
Wait. Jingliu, before you leave, you still owe me my...
I have tried. Besides, the immortality that you possess is not something that can be dealt with so easily. I am
He did.
I told you when I taught you the way of the sword.
You will only draw it. Jingliu.
Savor the moment. I will deliver. We were here once, 700 years ago. Laughing, sparring, and thinking about the future.
Eita, fiel.
Their faces still linger before my eyes.
Nossa, que brabo.
Like a bygone dream. I thought those joyful days would flow indefinitely before us, like a Xianzhou lifetime. Yet, dreams, will eventually fade like clouds from the sky.
Eita, blá.
A familiar feeling, almost as if you used the sword instinct crafted and pierced, sliced, and impaled me time and time again. The swordplay used to slay our enemies of old is still engraved on this despicable shell. All I can, it's as if there's, I know that you have no interest, which is why I asked the question as you looked me straight in the eye. Why is it that only the abominations can return time and time again? Why does someone like her have to, in the end, the miraculous thing is that in my brief moment of death, like when we drank to drown our sorrows,
Lady next time anymore. Era que ele venha, né? Faz um banner.
Imbibiter Lunae.
once
I did the memories. Maybe.
Those a todos.
The general wants me to forget about
she couldn't do it with her. We have no choice. Neither of Elios. I don't mind.
All this. Who you are, even if the yes,